Rahim. So inshallah today we will start from number 174. Okay. Brother Shahid Amin, may I request you, can you please take this ayah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وكذلك نفصل الآيات ولعلهم يرجعون and كذلك so that
Like
like that
yeah.
like that نفصل explain
Who explain? No, sorry, I'm asking a question.
نفصل like that.
Let's do the TPI for this one, brother. What is the first word?
صلى يصلي.
No. Anybody else?
Fassala.
Fassala. Let's do fassala. Fassala is like allama. Allama yu'allimu ta'lim. Fassala yufassilu tafsil. Bab taf'il. Let's do fassala and we reach nufassilu and then we will find out the meaning. Fassala. Let's do the TPI.
Fassala, fassalu, fassalta, fassaltum, afsaltu. Fassaltu, nafal.
No. Abhi, no, not yet. Fassala, fassalu, fassalta, fassaltum, fassaltu, fassalna. Now go to the mudari.
Yufassilu, yufassiluna, tufassilu, tufassiluna, afassilu, nufassilu.
Nufassilu. So what does nufassilu mean? Fassala means he explained. So
we
nufassilu. Sorry.
We
explain. Good. Let's go to the next word.
Al-ayat. Ayat.
The verses.
The revelation ayat.
Yeah, the revelations, the verses.
Wa and la'allahum upon them.
No. This is la'alla. La'allahum. So that they may. So that they may. La'allahum translating together, it will be so that they all may.
Dua, so all that they may.
Ji.
Yarji'un. So yarji'un, ruju karna, return.
Yes.
From return.
Yeah, it is from return. But what's the meaning of the word yarji'una?
Yarji'una. So they may come back or turn back.
Just yarji'una. La'allahum will be separate. So for now we are just looking at yarji'una. So what will be the meaning again?
Turn to us.
What's the, okay, let's go to the first word again. We do the same thing here. What's the first word? Do you know? Can you guess?
Raja yarji'u.
Raja yarji'u. Raja yarji'u. What chapter that will be?
Raja yarji'u.
Level 1.
Sama yasmi'u.
No, not Nasara Yansuru.
Daraba
Ibrahim, you are saying something?
Daraba yadribu.
Yeah, Daraba yadribu. So it's Daraba yadribu, Raja yarji'u. Raja means he returned. He went back.
He will return back.
So Raja, can you do the TPI, brother?
Yarji'una, they turn back, right?
They turn back. All right, good. You know this. Yeah. Let's go.
Wa and zalika, like that.
No, we are just doing English, brother. No Arabic anymore. Just English, please.
wa and and so that like that
And like that,
and like that we explain ayat verses and upon them
so that,
so that
so that they all may.
so all that they may you all come back turn back
They return.
they return
Yeah, we combine this together so that they may return.
so
So
that
that
they
they may
may return. Okay.
return. And like that, we explain the verses. And so that they all may return.
Mm.
Okay, Jazakumullah khair. Okay, let's go to the next ayah. Ibrahim Akhtar,
Yes, I'm here.
please, next ayah, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم واتل عليهم نبأ الذي آتيناه آياتنا فانسلخ منها فأتبعه الشيطان فكان من الغاوين and utlu recite عليهم upon them نبأ the news الذي the one who آتيناه we gave him آياتنا our signs or our verses so in Salakha he detached منها from it so أتبعه he followed him الشيطان the shaitan so كان he was min from الغاوين those who are from astray.
Those who go astray. Huh?
Those who go astray. And recite upon them the news of the one we gave him our signs or our verses. Then or so he detached from them. So the shaitan followed him. So he was from those who are gone astray.
Yeah, okay, good. In Salaha, what chapter that will be?
انسلخ ينسلخ انسلاخ باب انفعال انقلب ينقلب.
Yeah, in Salaha is also used for, like, literally it will be stripping yourself of something, like the example is given, like a snake. Snake removes its skin. So Allah is talking about someone whom Allah gave his ayat. So he knew Allah's ayat, but then he removed them from himself. He removed those ayat from himself, and then shaitan followed him very closely, because the first derivative will be tabiya yatba'u. He followed. Atba means, or also means, he made someone follow, or it also means he followed someone very closely, or he even overtook someone. So the shaitan followed him, then he became from those, or he became from those who are astray. So ghawa yaghwi, ghavin, and then ghavin, ghavun. Anyway, Allah is talking about a certain person here. And it is reported that was, if I remember correctly, Balaam bin Ba'ura. So it was a scholar from Bani Israel. He was very learned. Allah gave him ayat, but then something changed, and he removed all those from him, all those ayat. He came out of them, and shaitan followed him, and he became astray. All right. But we need to learn from this, because Allah is giving the example of a scholar from Bani Israel. Then we need to see how it applies to the current time and what we can learn from it. Okay, let's continue. Brother Ashar.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولو شئنا لرفعناه بها ولكنه أخلد إلى الأرض واتبع هواه فمثله كمثل الكلب
That's
إن
good.
تحمل okay
That's good, brother.
okay بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم and لو if شئنا we wills or we want la
We wanted. This is Madi.
شئنا we wanted yes we wanted la for sure rafa'a he raised rafa'ana we raised who him be with her it her wa her wa and
You can say
la
walakinna, but.
walakinna
Together.
but who him
Or he.
akhlada is akhlada
You know the first derivative from level 1 is khalada yakhludu.
yes he lived forever
So akhlada is also in those terms. He remained or he stuck.
okay so
Yeah,
he
he
stuck okay
attached himself. He attached himself. You can say that too.
Aklada, he attached himself. Ila, towards. Al earth, the earth. Wa and ittaba. Ittaba means he made to follow
No.
someone. Ittaba means he
No.
follow.
He followed.
He followed.
It is like ikhtalafa.
Ikhtalafa. Okay.
Ittaba. Ikhtalafa. Sound similar?
Yes.
Yeah. Ittaba, he followed. What is the masdar, brother, for this?
Ittaba. Like
Yattabi'u.
ikhtilaf.
So what will be that?
Ittaba.
Ittiba.
Ittiba.
Yeah, ittiba karna. To
Yes.
follow someone, right?
Okay.
We use this word in Urdu also.
Hmm.
So ittaba, he followed.
Ittaba, he followed. Hawahu. Hawa means
Desire. Empty desire.
Okay. Hawa, who
Just
his desire.
It's a singular word, brother.
Hawa, who it's a single word.
Yeah. Ahwa is plural.
Okay. So Hawa, who means desire. Desires.
His desire.
His desire. Okay.
Yeah.
So Masalu, who his example. Ka like Masali example. Al Kalvi, the dog.
Very good.
And if we will, for sure, we raised him with her.
What is her here?
What is her? Must be from previous
The
ayah.
previous ayah.
Yes. I think it should be
Ayat.
ayat. Okay. Yes. So
But why her is used for it?
for ayat is a broken plural.
No, it's
Treated
not a
as
broken plural, but because
ayat.
it's ghair aqil,
Ayat is a feminine. Ghair aqil. Okay. Yes.
so it will be treated as singular feminine.
Singular feminine. Okay.
Yeah.
With it, it should be with it.
With them.
With them. Okay. Yes.
Actually, it is because of them.
Okay. Because of them.
Basababiyya. Because of them.
Okay. Because of them.
Can we start again?
Yes, yes. And if we wanted, for sure, we raised him because of them, but um, he Aqlada is
He attached
he
himself.
attached. Okay, yeah, he attached towards the earth, and he followed his desire. So his example, like the
Is like.
his
Is
example
like.
is sorry.
His example is like.
Yeah, his example is like the example of dog.
Yeah. Masalil kalbi. What is this?
Mudaf mudaf alayh.
All right. So we have know that when law and la comes, we have another way, which is a better way of translating. Do you remember, brother Ashar? What was that?
No.
Had and would combination.
Oh,
Anybody
yes.
else can improve the English? No. And had we wanted, we would have raised him. This is how we'll translate it. And had we wanted, and Allah is talking about himself, and had we wanted, we would have raised him because of them, because of the ayat. However, but he clung, or he attached to the earth himself, and he followed his desire. So Allah is talking about a person whom Allah gave ayat. Gave ayat means understanding of the ayat. But then he removed himself from them, and Allah followed him. Shaitan followed him closely, and he became astray. But Allah is saying, if he had remained with those ayat, Allah would have raised him. But he didn't want to be raised, and his example is like the example of a dog. So now Allah will explain why he is like a dog. Inshallah. All right, brother Iqbal.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن تحمل عليه يلهث أو تتركه يلهث ذلك مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآياتنا فقصص القصص لعلهم يتفكرون. In if تحمل put on her,
You carry. Hamala yahmilu. It's like daraba. Hamil. Right? And from the hamil, it will be the fa'il, and what will be the feminine gender of hamil?
Okay. Hamila.
Hamila. Because hamila, she is carrying a load.
Correct. So
hamala yahmilu. Hamala, he carried a load. So tahmil means, it is actually tahmilu.
Tahmilu. Okay. So tahmilu is you carry, or
you carry.
Yes.
You carry.
Yes. So in tahmil, if you carry, ala on, he, him, yalhath. Yalhath is taking the tongue out.
Yeah, we can say pant, when panting. Yalhas, lahasa yalhasu. It is actually yalhasu. He pants.
Okay.
You can say he takes his tongue out, with an open mouth.
Yes.
But if you want to say it one word, he pants.
Right. Yalhath, he pants. Aw, or tatruk, you leave. Who, him, yalhath, he pants. Dhalika, this is what? This is the.
Dhalika means that.
That. Mathalu, example. Al-Qawmi, the people. Al-Ladina, those who. Kadhabu, they falsify. they
They denied.
they denied be with ayatina, our signs or our verses. Fa, so uqsus, tell them,
No, there is no them here.
or tell, yes.
Tell.
Fa,
You tell.
yes,
Uqsus is like qassa yaqussu.
correct. It's
Qassa yaqussu, and what is this?
this is
Uqsus.
uqsus,
So
correct.
uqsus is amr.
Yes.
You
Fa,
narrate. You
yes.
tell.
Uqsus, you tell al qasasa, the narration or the story.
Very good. Qasas is actually the masdar of qassa yaqussu. Qasas. Qasas is the masdar.
Right. La'allahum, so that they or they may yatafakkarun, they may ponder or they may contemplate
Very good.
or reflect. In tahmil alayhi yalhath aw tatrukhu yalhath, if you carry a load on it, he pants. Or him, yes. Or him, he pants. Or you leave him, he pants. ذَلِكَ مَثَلُ الْقَوْمِ الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا. That is the example of people, those who deny with our verses or deny our verses. فَقَصُصِ الْقَصَصَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. So narrate the story so that they may ponder or they may reflect.
Jazakumullah khair. So in this ayah, Allah is describing a scholar who was very learned, but because his intentions changed and Allah would have raised his rank because of those ayat, but he didn't want to be raised. He stuck to the ground and he followed his desires of worldly desires, empty desires. So Allah is saying he is like a dog, because dog always has his tongue out and he's panting. He's hungry, not hungry, he's panting all the time, because Allah is describing him like a scholar like him, giving the example that he's always hungry for the world. And that was the reason that Allah described him this way. All right, we can do one more, inshallah. Inshallah. So we will go with the is Shifa there?
Yeah.
Shifa.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, brother, not your Shifa. I mean, there are two Shifas here.
This is
I'm
daughter
talking about
Shifa.
the
He is brother Shifa.
Yeah.
Daughter Shifa.
This is the daughter Shifa. Yes.
Wassalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ساء مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآياتنا وأنفسهم كانوا يظلمون.
It's little differently here. مثلا القوم الذين, huh? Yeah.
Sa'a, what a bad. Mathala,
He was bad.
example. Al-Qawmu, the nation. Al-Ladina, those who. Kadhabu, they denied. Be with ayatina, our signs. Wa and anfusahum, themselves. Kanu, they were. Yaslimun, they wronged. Sa'a, what a bad example. Of the nation, those who denied with our signs, and they used to wrong themselves.
Okay. What a bad example. I'm just trying to understand. Al-Qawmu cannot be mudaf ilayh here, huh? What a bad example. The nation, those who, the people, those who denied our signs, huh? I'm just trying to see how we can separate the two.
ये मुदाफ मुदाफ इलैही
Yeah.
Okay.
मसलन
Okay. Good job, Shifa. Good job. Very nice. We still have 2 minutes, so we can go to the brother Shifa now.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم من يهد الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فأولئك هم الخاسرون من هو يهدي I guide.
No, not I.
He guide.
He guides.
Give me the first word, brother, now.
Hada yahdi.
It's Hada Yahdi.
Yeah.
What chapter?
Naqas.
What is the chapter?
Bab
Hada
Naqas.
Yahdi. Bab Naqis. Very good. Hada Yahdi. So, is there anything missing here, or it is a complete word? Yahdi. Brother Shifa.
Yeah, missing.
Ya is missing. I'm gonna ask you why Ya is missing.
Because of man.
Why? Because of man.
Yeah.
Jawaz fi'l al-mudari.
Very good. Because this makes it conditional sentence. Huh?
Yes.
Man. Yeah. So man makes a sentence conditional, and the fi'l al-mudari in that sentence will be majzoom. So Yahdi, the Ya is gone because of that. So he guides. Let's continue.
Allahu Allah. Faso wahi al-muhtadi.
The one who is.
One who is guided.
What's the first word?
Hada.
No.
Ihtada.
Hada yahdi.
We
Ihtada.
just learned this yesterday. Ihtada.
Yesterday was not.
Ihtada. Yeah. Ihtada, he was guided. What will be the file of ihtada?
Ihtadid.
Muhtadin. Muhtadin. Right? Actually, it is muhtadin. But because of this al, it became muhtadi.
Yeah.
When muhtadin is there and you attach an al to it, this ya shows up.
Okay.
Al-muhtadi. Okay. So the one who is guided.
Wa and man who yudlil.
They went astray.
What's the first word?
Dalla yudillu.
Dalla yadillu. But there is a page here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So which chapter have page on which chapters the mudare starts with a page? Which are those chapters?
Anzala yunzilu unzal.
باب فعال.
How many they are?
3.
3. Only 3. Bab taf'il
أها.
and
باب فعال.
Bab.
Bab if'al and Bab mufa'ala. Right? 3 chapters. So which of those 3 is this one, Brother Shifa?
I forgot, sorry.
Okay, somebody else.
باب فعال.
Oh, sorry, say it again, Ibrahim.
باب فعال. أضلل يضلل إضلال.
Could this be dallala? Because lam is doubled.
It is not a jawazmul fi'l mudari because of that.
It is jawazimul fi'l mudari. Adalla yudillu, huh? Or yudlil. Or it could be dallala yudil, but there's only two lams, but so there is Ibrahim is right. Adalla yudillu. And because of man, it became yudlil. Dillu became yudlil. So Bab Ifal, who is led astray. Okay. Adallah, he led someone astray. And yudillu became yudlil. Like atamma yutimmu. Adallah yudillu.
He leads someone to go astray.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So ulaika, those whom they al khasirun,
Those who are in loss.
those who are in loss.
Yeah.
Okay. Who Allah guides, so he is the one who is guided, and who I forgot the meaning.
Whom he leads astray.
Whom he leads astray. So
Or you can say then.
Those
are
who are in loss.
The losers. Those are the losers. Khasir is the fa'il. Khasir, khasiruna, khasirina. All right.
Yes.
So whom Allah guides, then he is the one who is really guided. Actually, al is for a certain reason here. Normally, khabar is nakira, but here the khabar is ma'rifa. He is actually the one who is guided, or maybe he is the only one who is guided. This could be for ikhtisas, this al here. So whom Allah guides, then he is the only one who is guided, and whom he leads astray, then those are the losers. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, Jazakumullahu khair. If there are any questions, we can talk about it. Otherwise, we are done. So no question?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
The ayat number 175 and 176, is this about the person who was asked to take care of a woman of 3 brothers, and he fell into some tests, and then he had to kill that woman and kill the child and make up so many stories, and in the end Shaitan asked him to make sajda to him and he was lost? Is this that story, or is it a general hypothetical story? Or is it
from the narrations we know that this refers to a scholar from Bani Israel. His name was Bal'am bin Ba'ura. Is this story about this person, Brother Iqbal?
I do not know. I know there was a story about some scholar of Bani Israel who was very good, who had a very good reputation, and 3 brothers, they were going away, so they asked him to take care of his sister while they were away. So he went into that fitna, and this woman, she gave birth to a child, and he then had to kill the woman and the child and hid their bodies in some place of the ground. Then some dream came to those brothers, and I don't know. I mean, I heard about it a long time ago about some very reputed person of Bani Israel. So I don't know if that is this story, or this is
I'm-
not?
I'm not familiar with this
Okay.
story.
Okay.
I know this was a very renowned scholar,
Okay.
but because of the attractions of the world,
I see.
he instead of following the teachings of the ayat, he started ignoring them. He totally came out of them actually.
Okay.
And Allah, and whoever does that,
Correct.
whoever is a scholar even in these days, and Allah has given him knowledge, but instead of using that knowledge for Allah's sake, he attaches himself to the world. Akhlada ilal ard.
Right.
Allah is saying he is like a dog. It doesn't matter how many ayat he remembers.
Right.
If his worldly desires overtake him, and whatever he is doing is to obtain those worldly desires, then he is like a dog. It doesn't matter how many ayat he remembers. This is very, very
Yes, very serious.
clear example. Like dog is not considered in our culture. It's not a very high thing. It's if you call somebody a dog, actually you are insulting that person.
Right.
Very, very insulting. So this is for. I'm not really familiar with the details you're mentioning, Brother Iqbal, but this could be in Tafsir.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Any other
I have
points?
one question about the
Yes, sir.
word ittaba'a and attaba'a. Attaba'a is a bab if'al and ittaba'a bab ikhtalafa, bab if'al. What is the meaning difference between those?
You're
Attaba'a
saying
and
atba'a? I'm sorry, you can say your question.
ittaba'a.
Ittaba, he followed.
Yeah, attaba'a. What mean?
Attaba is not a word. I never.
No, on the
It could
top,
be
like
atba'a.
atba'a. Okay.
Could be atba. It could be he caused someone else to follow. Like anzala, right?
Yeah.
So it could be he caused someone or he made someone else to follow something. But ittaba means he himself followed someone.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, good. Jazakallah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, Brother Shahbaz, is Aziz here. I have one question, not related to this one. During our first or second session, when we finished, you gave my prayer slides. And there was a one dua. Allahumma inni zalamtu nafsi zulman kasiran wa innahu la yaghfiru dhunuba. So I found this wa innahu, instead of wa innahu wala yaghfiru dhunuba, it is not innahu. So I want a clarification.
Yeah. How about I finish this and we talk about this right after?
Okay.
That's okay? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Is there anything else before I finish this session?
For
No?
me, no.
Okay. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum assalam.